Thank you very much, Honorable Chair, and thanks for the explicit presentation. Starting off with the last point, method of land acquisition that you mentioned, conquest. It is with pain to remind South Africans here and now that your grandparents held and conducted 10 bloody wars over a period of 100 years in the Eastern Cape. At the end of the day, 3 million hectares of land in the Eastern Cape is in white hands, and blacks only own 250,000. That's what you achieved. I will not talk about the rest of South Africa. So that conquest is a painful reminder of our past. Now you talk about the Einstein, theory, that doing the same thing over and over again, applying the same method, is not the wisest thing to approach when you're looking for change. Now, you are sending this country back to those kind of wars. Who in South Africa would think that AfriForum is a wise institution when you yourself are saying that doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different set of results is not the best thing? So that's where you want to send South Africa to. I don't know how many people in South Africa are interested in those wars, which you are advocating for. Thirdly, you seem to be very comfortable to put blame on the current operational failures of the current government. Now, this operation, this process is not about evaluating the failure or success of the current government. Governments come and go, and it could be a totally different government in a couple of months' time, if not a couple of years. Lastly, Chair, I want to thank this gentleman, powered as he is by the minority AfriForum, for the attitude that he has displayed with those contents. You have hardened our attitude that maybe we don't even need a CODESA. We don't even need a court case. The Constitution has to be amended in a matter of months if we've got such people in the country. And then we can go back to war if need be. That's basically where you have sent me from now onwards. I know there is a member of parliament who said, should this happen, there will be civil war. Okay, the Constitution should be amended in a matter of months if we've got such people in this country. We're wasting time by talking. After all, there were no talks for 400 years ago. People were simply murdered. When I grew up, my father didn't own any land on which to produce food for us to eat. The nearest food-producing field was 10 kilometers away. And until he died, we had to walk in the morning to those fields, then chase 9 o'clock at school. At 2:30, we go back there. By the end of the day, we're finished because my father had no millet fields on which to. And you want that to be repeated. You have the guts to come to this legislature to tell us that you want that to be repeated. And my mother, who was a qualified teacher, had to drop out of school because of the policies of apartheid, because the policy wouldn't allow her to teach whilst my father was also a teacher, and there was no field for her, for our family to produce food. But here I am today as an MP. I will stand for them. Let's go for the amendment of the Constitution. This talk, Honorable Chair, is waste of time with such characters in South Africa.